and the golden voice of Neal Rhul. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy, right here, Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Rhul, that guy over there, NBA champion and such. He is Lindsey Hunter. Big Mike Gentry, he's got the hood on in studio today. You ready? You're feeling fall, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Always do. Always do. Love fall time. My birthday's in fall time. It's just a great time of the year.
All right, Spencer Raxter as well. Spenmo, what it do?
Not much. Chilling. Feeling good.
Just got one of the few hats in hat circulation that fit your big coconut, right?
Yeah, I got it for my birthday. Shout out Rachel. She got it for me for my birthday.
Oh.
It's like a special brand for big heads. So she actually got me two of them, and one of them was too big. Like on the last snap, it didn't even fit my head.
You were feeling it,
Yeah,
huh?
it's pretty wild.
You were happy.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible,
But here we are.
but here we are.
Anything is possible, to quote Kevin Garnett. Lindsey, what's popping, man?
Big week, man. Big weekend. We got the biggest football game of the season coming up Sunday. Them Niners taking on the Cowgirls. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Expect text from one Lindsey Hunter on Sunday night, and expect a lot of them.
Absolutely. You already know.
Lindsey only texts me after losses.
That's par
man.
for the course, though. That's what the normal people do, right?
That's fair.
Jump into that WoodwardSports.com chat thread, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel, and get it in there. Pete Smith, fall is the second best season right behind winter. Pete, you shut your mouth.
No.
Yeah.
Fall is the second best season behind summer.
Correct?
Fall's the best season.
No, fall is cool for about 4 days. Like the first 4 to 5 days. Like, oh, this is different. This is cool. And then you know what? Oh, shit.
You know
it's
what-
never going to be warm again.
You know what fall stands for? The weather's falling off.
Falling off, man.
Sucks. Fall sucks. Nothing but summer matters.
The best thing about fall is there's no bugs. That's the only reason I don't like summer. Is there's
And you
too
can
many
wear a
bugs.
hoodie all the time.
And there's no humidity.
Yeah.
Like which is kind of cool.
Fall golf.
Again, cool for like twice, and then it's not cool anymore.
It sucks, man.
Why?
Smitty, you in the wilderness for you got lost in the wilderness. How could you be afraid of bugs?
Yeah, I don't like bugs. I'm not a bug guy.
Mosquitoes, the
I
worst.
hate mosquitoes. Tear me up.
What about bees?
I got that. No, I'm good with bees.
Oh, so you're not a bitch.
I'm not a bitch. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not afraid of bees, but mosquitoes. I mean, I got O positive blood, so it must be that good shit.
My wife is the same. Like,
Yeah.
we'll sit out on the deck, and I'll sit there all summer and never be bothered. She comes out and sits there for like 6 minutes. It's like, I got bit twice.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, they come after me.
Hey, man.
Pause.
Man, the mosquitoes be calling you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, all right, man. Well, hey, learn something new every day. Zachary Jones in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. What's good, Neal? Jeff is a bozo. I just want it for the record, too, for like, because I know like the morning Woodward crew is back there like counting every time I message their name.
Yeah.
Say their name. That doesn't count because somebody else said it.
That's fair.
So don't attribute that to me. Bitch ass morning show. All right, so we're
Jeff's a nice guy.
Detroit Dabber 303. What up, though? Happy Friday. I just, especially during football season, Lindsey, I love the Friday shows.
Yeah, man. It's just it energizes you for the weekend.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You go into the weekend, get ready to watch some good college football, then NFL action comes on. There's nothing like it.
No.
And the NBA's about to kick off.
Absolutely.
Dude, I'm gonna be in heaven.
I gotta buy some jeans tomorrow. I gotta go jean shopping.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have any jeans. I'm not a jean guy. I'm a sweatpants guy. But like
You seem like a sweatpants
I'm
guy.
a big sweatpants guy. But like I got
Big shorts in wintertime, too,
yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah. But I gotta get a pair of jeans, at least one. Now they fit me because I have one pair of jeans and they don't fit anymore.
There you go, Spenny. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If I were you, like if we're going to continue, I would maybe wait another month or so.
Yeah, that's fair.
I fell for that the first time. My first wave, I fell for that.
I can
was
just wear
feeling
golf
it.
pants if I'm not wearing
Hey,
sweatpants.
dude, it's gonna be different going jean shopping these days. It's different out there.
That is true. Everything.
You see some different stuff out there. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm not wearing this.
Everything. John effing Lord. So, Neal, what's the view? What's your view on the confronting Jeff picture?
Here, I got it.
Yeah, well, hey,
I
I saw him out in the street,
Oh.
and I told him, and Spenmo's going to pull it up right now, but I told him, I said, we're in the streets now. Like, there's no HR board. There ain't nobody here that can help you right now. And he was all like real respectful and shit, you know.
Of course.
He's like, oh, no, Neal, it's not like that. Like, I just want to get your thoughts on, the business and shit. Like, it was totally different. He wasn't all hard when he had his HR see right there.
Yeah.
You see that look on my face right there. Listening to bitch ass Iafredi backpedal. Deion Sanders didn't have nothing on him, bro. Look at him. Look, you could tell. Like, see that non-aggressive stance he has. That asking for forgiveness stance.
See, they
got
don't
one
understand.
foot
They don't
behind the other
understand. This look, what does that look mean?
I'm sizing him up.
Exactly. I'm about my business.
Yep.
His look is, should I run?
Yeah.
I'm going to stand close to the tree so I can dodge. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I was just going to get a bag of chips in Arizona from Speedway, and I saw the Clash of the Titans in the streets of Birmingham.
There wasn't no clash about it, mate. Let's get that right off the rip. There wasn't no clashing out there. You could tell by the body language.
True.
He was looking to backpedal.
Jeff does take it in the back sometimes.
He was looking. He was looking to get out of there, uncomfortable, because he knew. And I saw, because that made the rounds on Woodward social media. And somebody had the audacity to say that Jeff Iafredi would be a minus 150 favorite over me in the streets.
What?
That is laughable.
We had a discussion. We were roasting a bone in the back, and we were having talks about it, and it was a consensus that Jeff doesn't want to smoke.
No.
We know that.
It'd be bad for his health.
Twould.
Yeah.
We heard from the conversation that when he was talking about,
Yeah, I want to smoke.
Yeah.
you remember? Did we not remember that?
For that soft
Lindsey,
ass
do it
tone.
again. Do it again.
Yeah, I want to smoke. I'm not afraid. I'm
Yeah.
not afraid of Neal.
Jeff's a nice kid.
He is.
He is.
Classic voice.
He's just soft.
He's got that Italian anger, though.
Yes. All right, Dylan. Neal is automatically losing with those backpack straps. If you guys don't know, Lindsey, your Team Nike Elite backpack.
No doubt.
So am I.
No doubt. Who said that?
That backpack, you could go on vacation for a week with that backpack and pay no baggage charges.
Everything you need.
Everything you need is in there. That backpack
Life
is
survival.
elite. Nobody says Jeff. DNC ENT. Nah, I'd say Jeff is minus 120. I would love to get in a cage with that.
I would say Jeff's plus 450.
So me minus 650.
Yeah.
I would love to get in a cage.
You got dad strength.
Yep.
You got the endurance. You're a big guy at heart, so
Yep.
you got that behind you too. Like it's,
Jeff just don't. He wouldn't like any type of bruising. You know what I mean? Like you would just elbow him to the neck
Yeah.
or to the jaw. It's over.
It's a wrap.
He don't want none of that.
Absolutely a wrap. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. But yeah, that was it. Alex Emmons, why does Neal not like any of his coworkers? Lindsey, you and I are friends.
Yeah.
I'm friends with DMAC. I'm friends with BMG. I'm
Right.
friends with Spenmo.
yeah.
Right. Well, it's just a
We're
certain-
friends, right?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like this. Birds of a feather flock together. You know, and if you're not a soft guy, you tend not to be around other soft guys. It just doesn't work like that in life. You know what I'm saying? If you got a pack of lions, you won't see a hyena with them.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
That's just the way
You
life
stay
is.
with the family.
You stay with the fucking family.
Yes. Mike G, Neal sideways and arms folded. He's ready to get the jet to the mansion. I mean, I was waiting on it. There is an airport in Romeo, and there's an airport right here. I should start doing that. Flying into work. Fly above the traffic. I'll write it into the next.
And the thing is, like, even if it comes down to it, if it comes down to Jeff really wanting to smoke, you don't fight your own battles. That's what me and DMAC are for.
100. See, that's an added layer.
Yeah.
I'm the talker.
Yeah. You've got enforcers.
Yes. But that.
Facts.
I wouldn't waste your time with that light work. I would just
Shoo him away like a bee.
100%.
Yeah.
and that would be the end of him.
I wonder. Jeff probably has never gotten into an altercation in his life.
I would agree with that. I couldn't see Jeff getting into a fight.
There are people that exist on this earth like that.
Brendan Harris, arm wrestle. Bring him out here now.
Arm wrestle.
That would be actually fucking hilarious.
Jeff?
We should do that.
Bring him out here now.
I'll go get him in the break.
I watched Neal arm wrestle nice old
Sandy?
Sandy, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, he's not. He took her down, guys, and didn't bat an eye.
Didn't bat an eye. It's different. Once they lock that cage door behind you, Lindsey, it's like when they turn the lights on in the studio. It's all different.
Jeff, you've been called out.
Yeah, I won't hold my breath waiting for him to come out here.
That's fair.
I wonder if Jeff ever did any type of combat sports.
He did. I know he did jiu-jitsu with Easy for like a week.
That doesn't count. A week?
Yeah.
A week?
All right.
Dude,
so,
I boxed for 10 years. I got battle scars. I got 40 stitches over my eyes from a headbutt.
damn. Turn it into flesh. I did want to touch on this in the open, too. Spenny, this is a question for you. And this really fell through the cracks.
Yeah, it did.
Which is effing incredible to me that this fell through the cracks at Michigan State yesterday.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on around Michigan State with Mel Tucker and all the allegations and everything going on and the firing and he's going to sue Michigan State and all that stuff. Come to find out, Michigan State hired a meth cooker.
We got Walter White.
You got Walter White teaching class at Michigan State.
Yeah, so apparently a professor at Michigan State was put on leave because he was using an alias to get his job, and he was actually on the run from the feds for cooking meth in Louisiana.
How long had this guy been on the run?
I don't know. But
Got a teaching job at Michigan State.
That's
Spartan
my alma
strong.
mater. It just
What type of
every week, man.
I mean, anybody
Let him cook.
Anybody can go get a job there.
I saw this TikTok, and there was a girl, and she was like, yeah, that was my roommate's professor, and he canceled like the first 5 classes of the year for no reason. And then, obviously there was a reason.
There was a reason.
Yeah.
Come to find out, there was a reason.
Dude, that's got to be a movie.
Yeah.
That's got to be a
I'd
movie.
watch it. But like I said, man, just
And no one paid attention to it. Like, it legit fell through the cracks yesterday.
yeah.
You know what, though, Spenny? Good on Michigan State. Maybe they're learning.
Maybe they're learning. I feel like it's Mel Tucker's fault.
Oh, God.
Like, because of that situation, now they're like looking at everybody and they're like doing extensive background checks. And this guy was good. Well, he's probably a great teacher. Hopefully, he was a chemistry teacher. That would make it even better. But I don't know what he was a professor of. But that's just that's my alma mater.
Dude,
You kind of like this, don't you?
I like this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of it, no.
I kind of like it, too.
This one's fun.
It is funny.
I'm trying to figure out how did he slip through the cracks without being caught the first time.
He's on the run from the feds. And hey, I got the perfect hiding spot. I'll go be a teacher at Michigan State.
Good for him. He beat.
Dude,
the
that's
system for a little
impressive.
bit.
But a little bit, yeah. And
Dude.
Spenbo, I know you appreciate that.
Yeah.
You tried to fight the law, and the
Oh,
law
yeah.
won.
Yeah.
Someone said he was a law enforcement teacher. No, he wasn't.
No, there's no way.
Let's go Red Wings Sparty. Keep chopping them meth rocks.
Yep.
Dude, that's amazing. Like, how did he get past all of the background checks in the beginning?
It's wild to me.
Dude,
It is wild.
Because when you're hired at a university, you have to go through extensive background
Pretty
checks.
extensive background check,
Yes.
you would think. Yeah, and if it's like
They're-
not who you are, then that would probably set off some red flags.
Real quick, Bears football fan says, Bears now own the NFC North, baby. We back. So, I do want to talk about it. We're getting into Lions, Carolina. We got a ton of football today. Lots of big packages to put there on the table for you guys. We got our Detroit Lions hometown hero here in studio. Vietnam guy. Haven't had many of that before.
No.
Curious to talk to him, and we will chop it up. But, before we get into all that, let them know.
Dispo is the
Dispo.
place to go. We're going to be there today. Make sure you come through Dispo in Hazel Park for Ermanni and Edwards and the heavyweights. Experience Dispo Romeo, though. a team that curates an exclusive atmosphere. They are open until midnight every day except Sunday. It is Michigan's first cannabis mall. Make sure you check out Dispo Romeo for everything you need. It's an awesome experience. Located off Van Dyke and 32 Mile Road in Romeo. Dispo Romeo is open, like I said, until midnight every day except Sunday. If you can't get there, make sure you go to disposhops.com, and JB might be dropping it off for you. Make sure you check it out. It's Dispo Cannabis. Neal, tell us about Fairway.
Let me tell you about Fairway Packing Company. Look, they have the taglines on here. I had the greatest ribeyes of my life that we bought from Fairway Packing Company. Hard stop. I don't know what else to tell you guys. The finest meat in all the land. Over 60 years, Fairway Packing Company's been supplying all those great steak places you go to eat. They get their steaks from Fairway. That's the way that it works. Casinos get hooked up with the prime beef, the Wagyu beef, the dry aged beef. Experience a Fairway difference for yourself today. Visit the steak shop in Grosse Pointe Woods for grab and go steaks. You walk in the door, you get the best steaks in the land, you take them home and put them on your grill. Order online, fairwaypackingcompany.com. Quit playing around. You're not going to a grocery store to get a steak. Go to Fairway, for Christ's sake.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer, Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Sports and Long Drink live this Sunday for the official Lions VIP tailgate. It's at Eastern Market in shed number 5, and it's going to be a bash starting at 9:30 a.m. until game time. The official Lions tailgate is back and better than ever. How would you like to pregame it with Woodward Sports and be treated like a VIP? Food, beverages, and entertainment all included. Get your tickets online today at bullseyeeventgroup.com or win some from Woodward Sports today. Just subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and direct message Lions VIP. It's the Lions VIP tailgate with Woodward Sports and Long Drink.
Back at it, Big D Energy. We're off and running here on a Friday. Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul, NBA champion Lindsey Hunter here with you. Big Mike Gentry, of course, Spencer Raxter as well, getting you ready this weekend. Lions, Carolina Panthers doing battle in Ford Field. And Spema, let's run it, man. He's here in studio right now. Let's talk to him. He is our Detroit Lions hometown hero of the weekend as we welcome in Chief Chester Logan. Here, he will be honored at Ford Field on Sunday on the field. Just to give you the background on Chief Logan, he joined the Army at age 17 as an airborne infantryman in the 82nd Airborne Division in 1965, and by 1968 he had 20 jumps and spent a year in combat in Vietnam. After his military career, Chief Logan joined the Detroit Police Department and served the citizens of Detroit for the next 42 years, ultimately becoming the chief of police, serving besides the mayor, Dave Bing. Chief Logan retired to care for his wife Ellen during her battle with cancer and was by her side until she passed away in 2013. In 2014, the city of Highland Park talked Chief Logan into serving again until finally retiring in 2017, but continues to serve various public causes and do charitable work in Detroit and in the Highland Park communities. 2 of his 4 children went on to become Detroit police officers, and he received the National Defense Service Medal, the U.S. Army Jump Wings, the Combat Infantryman's Badge, and countless others as both a veteran and a public servant. as well. Chief Logan, we appreciate your time today. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking.
No.
Hopefully you guys are doing the same.
Doing good.
Yeah,
doing good.
absolutely we are, Chief Logan. And I want to start with this, Chief Logan, because we haven't talked to a lot of people who served in Vietnam. You know, that's been something where, and you did it such a young age, and we'll get into your service to the community and everything like that. The Vietnam, people who served in Vietnam, have you noticed that where it's kind of taken a turn? That the way that we honor people that fought in Vietnam now is very different maybe than it was when you guys initially came back from your service in Vietnam.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
when you look at it though, it's something that I've always thought about. My father served during the Vietnam time as well. It's something that I'm glad to see that has changed.
Correct.
Absolutely. But I do want to get into it. You went on to be the thing that jumps off the page, the chief of the Detroit Police Department.
Yes.
Take me through that. How do you come back from Vietnam and end up being the chief of the Detroit Police Department?
Well, I came back from Vietnam in trying to remember the exact date. 68. I got out of the service in 68. I then found a job with the Detroit Police Department. They were doing some real heavy recruiting. And initially I said, no, that's not for me. So the guy kept bothering me about it. And finally he said to me, he said, your people need you. And I said, where do I sign?
Mm-hmm.
And I became a Detroit police officer within a month after that.
Wow, phenomenal. It's Chief. I'm Lindsey Hunter. It's my honor to meet you and be here in your presence. I'm always taken away by people like yourself that has that heart for service. You know, you going through what you went through in Vietnam, to come back home and to continue to serve our community and serve our people is outstanding to me, you know, and I'm sure everybody along with me appreciates that, you know, part, because you have a special heart for service to continue to do a dangerous and a job that, you know, a lot of people look kind of like afraid to do, you know, but I'm sure in your case, you know, that's your heart, and we just appreciate you for that.
Well, thank you.
All right.
So Chief, about that, you talked about serving, right? And I've noticed a common core with everybody that sits in that chair that we talk to, that the Lions, you know, bring in for the hometown hero. Even at 17, you talked about how serving was in your core. You know, you serve your country, come back, you serve your community like that. Where does that come from? Is that something that is just inside you? Is that something you get from growing up? Where does that come from?
I think it comes from a number of things. I think that whatever we might think about them, virtually everybody wants the same thing. It's the path we take to achieving that separates us, really. But I would think, by and large, most people want that. Black, white, male, female. But there's just little things that really keep us apart.
Yeah.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread on Salty says, you can tell this man's been through some battles with some criminals and stuff like that. We love you, Chief. There's a lot of love for you from the people out there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Absolutely. They ask about the time too. You know, the late 60s into the 70s in the city of Detroit, being a police officer in that time. You know, can you describe that for the people? Because that you know, as you go back through the annals of Detroit, you know, that could be perceived as a pretty turbulent time. What was that like on the law end of it?
Well, actually, it was very turbulent. The mayor at the time, Mayor Coleman Young, was trying to institute some changes within the police department, so it would seem more conclusive that people around the city of Detroit would know that the police department serves everybody, not just anybody. So they went out and hired quite a few police officers, there was a lot of turmoil, and it took really some years to get that under control.
Talking here with the Detroit Lions hometown hero, Chief Chester Logan. I do have to ask you this because it's incredible. 20 jumps, Vietnam combat service, jumping out of a plane to go into combat. The hairs on my arms stand up talking about that. How do you jump out of that plane and go in the mix?
Well, when I was small, I always wanted to be a paratrooper. I wanted to be a Marine or a paratrooper. And since the paratroopers fell within the Army, that meant I had to go in the Army. Luckily, I never had to do jumps during combat. When I was in the Army, you had to do at least one jump every 90 days to stay on that status. And, when you're 16, 17, 18 years old, there aren't a lot of things that you won't do.
Right. So you're just a crazy kid.
Right. Right. And that was the feeling that I had with the Army, with the 82nd Airborne Division. I thought that those guys were just, I don't know if you've ever seen them like when they march, they're just a cut above. I know I might get in trouble for saying that. But the Army, especially the 82nd, was a cut above. And one of the things that you had to do was be on alert at all times, because they said that we could get anywhere in the world in 48 hours.
Whew. That's crazy.
It's time to roll.
Yes.
Whatever the problem was. Actually, I think 48 hours was too long, because when I got ready to go to Vietnam, I think they only gave me like 1 day.
24 hours. Chief, somebody asked on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, David Mentier says, how are them knees after all those jumps? How are the knees holding up?
My knees are fine now, but my first jump, I almost broke both of my legs the way I came down. You're supposed to come down and roll, do a roll your body, not come down flat-footed. And that's what I did.
So, hey, you only have to learn once, right?
Only once.
You only had to learn once. Real quickly, Chief, before we let you go here. Now the Army stuff aside, you've been a Lions season ticket holder now, going on 5-6 years. You're going to be down there on the field. They're they're soon to be 4-1, hopefully. You've been through this. You've been through the trenches with this football team as a season ticket holder. What is this year? What does this season mean to you?
Well, it means an awful lot. I think that every year you hear that this is the year for us.
Right.
Been hearing that since 6-7 years.
You're right.
Right.
Now maybe today we can say this is the year for the Lions. I'm certainly hope that's the case. If they do or they don't, I'm still going to be a season ticket buyer.
You'll still be in there. Well, Chief, I think I speak for everybody. Certainly, a lot of people have spoke their piece on the chat thread as well. We're thankful for your service, not just to your country, but to your community as well. And every community needs more people like you. Your children serve as well. So we thank you for coming on the show here today.
Thank you. Could I just say one more
Absolutely.
thing? Yes. And this is something that the whole community, this whole nation needs to think about. In Vietnam or wherever we're sent, the military is sent, all have to give some, but some gave all.
That's deep. Appreciate
there it
that,
is.
Chief. Yep.
Thank you again for your time, sir. We appreciate it.
Enjoy.
Yes, absolutely. Right. There he is, everybody. Chief Chester Logan, your Detroit Lions hometown hero. And once again, it's moving to talk to him, man.
Man, it's always touching, man.
Yeah.
See people that actually risk their lives for just our freedom, our daily freedoms that we don't even understand. It's I talk to my family and my kids about it all the time, that there were so many people that fought for our rights to do the things and have the freedoms that we have. It
wasn't always just Starbucks and downloading music, everybody.
Exactly.
Believe it or not.
Exactly.
Believe it or not. Some people made it that way.
Our kids have no earthly idea.
No, they do not. El Gato on the WoodwardSports.com chat threads. We appreciate you, Chief 100. So that is out there. Spenny, Chief Logan's a guardian, man.
A lot of people out there. But if you need a Guardian, you can just go to Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. And if you see me rolling through the streets in my new Blazer, it is courtesy of Les, Stanford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products for more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust, on Woodward Avenue just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, find new roads.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Neal Rhul here for 5 Iron Golf, downtown Detroit's newest sports bar. 13 TrackMan simulators, certified golf instructors, but most importantly, a full bar. They got a restaurant too. 5 Iron Leagues are back. They are up and running as we speak. You can compete nationwide for a chance to win a trip to the Dominican Republic. Register a foursome, register by yourself. You'll be placed in a league. Does not matter. Hey, here's a deal for you. When you do that, use promo code Woodward10 at checkout when you sign up for a league. They'll give you 30% off your league fees. How about that? Code Woodward10. Go to 5irongolf.com to sign up. Hey, downtown Detroit's newest sports bar. Off and running on a Friday. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Rhul, Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, and of course Spencer Raxter. Mike Bell, really dope segment, Woodward Sports, and they give you, the fist emoji. Guys, I've told you this before, and I mean this because I don't think that a lot of shows could inventory a spot like that. You guys, because you guys are into it, right? Like. I appreciate that from our audience. For real, I'm just being real right now. I appreciate that you guys are into it, man, and you show love. Because it is cool. I really enjoy doing that segment.
So it's always you when you're around a person like that has been through what he's been through, and you see, like, I always get the feel of their demeanor and their spirit, how they act. And you can tell, like, this dude probably seen things, man, that you can only imagine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And he was a Lions season ticket holder the last 6 years, too.
Right. On top of that, he's been tortured through that.
He can take anything, Absolutely. I'm salty. Our veterans deserve to be idolized. They risk everything for freedom. Shane D, great segment. Thanks, Neal. No, man, thanks, Ronnie Cyrus. Ronnie Cyrus, the liaison, the military liaison for.
Shout out, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask him, though. Was he, how did he feel about the Army football team, not passing as much as they should?
Next time we talk to him, we'll ask him. You were catching flack on there. They're like, Lindsey, don't be acting like you like the military when you watch them play football. They're good enough to defend your freedom. They're good enough for you to watch them play football.
Chief Logan didn't play football, okay? He jumped out of planes.
Well, so do the guys that play football. Like, they're more... They do that too, Lindsey.
Yeah, some
like,
of them,
playing football is not like the job. Being in the Army's like the job. So, but anyway, though, we move on. I do want to get into Lions Panthers just real quick. I do want to put it out there. Spenny, last 2 games, Justin Fields, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah, he's been balling. He's using DJ Moore finally like he was supposed to, and you know it's impressive when you got a guy with that kind of speed, that kind of quickness. You give him the ball in space, and he makes things happen. But that his second touchdown, DJ Moore's second touchdown, that was a dime.
Ooh.
Justin Fields
put
that
on the
roll.
money.
Yeah, that was.
And that was an anticipated throw.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a he's open, throw it. No, it was like put it to the spot.
And by the way, he had 11 carries for 60 yards too.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying.
He's a good player. I expected more out of him than what we saw in the first couple of weeks.
Paul Thomas says, without DJ Moore, the Bears lose, though. Well, yeah. That's why they went and got him.
They have DJ Moore, though, so they won.
Why do people say stuff like
I don't know. And I knew people were going to run to that. Because it's the checklist, Lindsey. And the Lions are fighting the checklist this weekend with the Carolina game. They are, because I've noticed that. We're still not ready.
But did you see Sam Howell's been sacked 29 times already this season?
Who?
Sam Howell, the Commanders quarterback, has been sacked 29
man, he was running for his life last night.
And he looks good.
Yeah, he does move good. And he's tough, too. He took some hell of a hits last night. A couple of them he should have went out of bounds. He tried to get the extra yardage.
It's just big play, Jay. I sat DJ Moore on my bench in fantasy. Andrew Schmidt, Justin Fields is still trash. Guys, 8 touchdowns, 1 pick the last 2 games.
Who said that?
Andrew Schmidt.
See, we got to get that. We got to get that penalty thing on our feed. When somebody says stupid stuff, we just penalize them for like
30 seconds.
They can't say anything for a minute.
But no, and look, they're dead and buried as far as the season goes. Like that, you're not 0-3. You don't come back from that. And that was when I drew some parallels to Justin Fields with Spencer Torkelson. Like, okay, season's over. You get the rest of the year. No expectations, you know what I'm saying? Figure it out. And he's put together he was 22 of 23 and a half last week.
No, he was...
I'm not saying he's arrived, he's going to be the MVP. I'm not saying that. Just put it in the back of your mind, Spenny. Is that fair?
Games, yeah, for sure.
Put it in the back of your mind.
He was in Brock Purdy's territory.
Here we go. He's going to be here all day, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be here all day, so just get used to it. It's just I got a lot of flack about the Justin Field and the Bears thing and stuff like that. And there's a team that's got $94 million in cap space next year.
Yep.
So just be advised.
Dude, I wanted him ahead of Trey Lance. Oh. I was not a Trey Lance fan.
No, you loved him.
No, I didn't. He's talking about I loved him. No, I didn't. I watched Justin Fields at Ohio State, and he was a beast at Ohio State. Mm-hmm. And he was more of a pocket passer at Ohio State than he was running. We didn't know he had this. You know what I'm saying?
Q Ball 93. The Bears will beat the Lions twice. They will run the table and win the division, Neal. So there's that out there. Let's be real. Those defenses aren't good at all. You still got to go do it.
Yep.
You still got to go do it. And he's done it. That's all. I knew I was drawing the sword on this one. I knew I was. All right, Lions, Carolina. I don't want to say, like, what's the expectation? Because have we crossed that bridge, Lindsey? I always check in with you on this because I already penciled this one in as a win before the Falcons game. Before that Falcons. This one is a non-negotiable. This is an auto win. I don't want to hear about their pros too and stuff like that. No, because if you're a good team, if you're a division winner, if you're a playoff game winner, if you're one of the favorites in the NFC, you do not lose this football game. This football game is a non-negotiable. Now, I'll meet you halfway here. I don't care how it happens. They sleepwalk through a half, that's fine. I get it, because I'm sitting here saying it's an auto win. I get it. However, the only objective is to win, get out of there healthy, and keep it pushing. That's it. That's all. There are no just win the football game. This is an auto win. You have to have this. If you're a good team, you win this game. Period.
No doubt. And we're at the point now, we're in the point of the season where teams that you look at and you say they're inferior to the Lions, right?
Then treat them as such.
You're supposed to win these games. You win the games you're supposed to win, and the games that are a toss-up, you hope to win, half of those if you're a good team. And the Lions are a good team, so I don't expect people shouldn't be sweating about this game, regardless of what happened last year.
No doubt. And I'll stop at short. DNC ENT Panthers plus 10 lock. I'm not in the business of laying double digits in an NFL game, where even for as bad as the Commanders got their ass beat yesterday, if that field goal goes through, it's a one-score game. In the fourth, you know what I'm saying? Like by nature, they were getting crushed in that game. We saw it with the Packers game. Just like you can be dominating a team, and then all of a sudden you look up and you're only up 16.
Yes.
And you start to clench up a little bit.
Yes.
You see, like, I'm not in the business of issuing get rights. If you said, hey, you got to bet one of the furnaces on it, I would take the Lions and lay the 10. But that's a risky proposition. I'm not into that. But I qualified that. They're better. They win.
No doubt.
Period. End of story.
No doubt. Should be a game the Lions come out and they get Gibbs his touchdown finally, and get the monkey off his back and just cruise through this game. I expect them to dominate this.
Steve Reinert says the Lions have either arrived or they're still knocking on the door. Teams that have arrived win this game. Teams that are knocking on the door don't. And I vibe with you on that, Steve, because I think that they have arrived. I think that you're going on a season's worth of data now when you combine the two seasons. They're a good football team. They've won a lot of road games in some tough spots to win road games. So therefore, if you're a good football team, you win. I wish, and look, you guys want the technical breakdown? I'll give you the technical breakdown. When the Lions play football, they're going to run for about 140 yards. When the Lions play football, they're going to stop you from running for 100 yards. And Bryce Young ain't beating you. So unless you beat yourself,
right,
that's it. And you can even afford to turn the ball over one or two times, and you should still beat this team.
Is it me, or is it like C.J. Stroud looks better than Bryce Young?
Absolutely. But I was told Ohio State quarterbacks stink.
That's just people
because past Ohio State quarterbacks have an impact on how good C.J. Stroud or Justin Fields are.
C.J. Stroud's playing like a top 5 quarterback so far this year.
He's spinning it, man. He's spinning it.
Yeah, he looks really damn good.
And I'm just saying, we're at the quarter pole, and I know they're all tied for the division lead, but the Houston Texans are tied for the division lead, Spenny. You and I were first to that party.
Yeah.
We were so early to that Houston Texans party that they hadn't even put the drinks out yet.
Yeah.
And the music, the DJ wasn't even finishing setting up. Me and you were just sitting there.
Waiting for it.
Yeah, but they'll crumble at the finish line.
Okay, Lindsey. Okay. Ryan in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. The Charleston Battery will win the USL. They're strong. Ben Pierman's got it cooking over there. There is no doubt about it. Big Detroit City FC game tomorrow night. Essentially a playoff game on the road at Loudoun United. ESPN Plus at 6:30 if you want to carve between your college football viewing. But we do have a big package Friday lined up for everybody. But on Sunday morning, you know where to go. The Lions pregame show. Woodward Sports is the spot to be. We're doing Lions football better than anybody. The franchise, Jeff Iafredi, is the host with weekly special guests. So 9:30 to 11:30 starts your NFL football, your Detroit Lions Sunday. Put it on at the tailgate. Stream that ish on the speakers in the trunk of the car there. Put Juicy J's big face up there on the screen, especially too before I give him black eyes and stuff like that if he ever cross my path in the street again. But yeah, Woodward Sports, we're doing Lions game day better than anybody. But no, it is time to put our packages out on the table for you to consume, and it's time for you to get to Big Boy for burgers and chicken sandwiches. You already know the OG burger, the Big Boy, but what about the new pretzel bacon cheeseburger, huh? Give that thing a spin. More of a chicken sandwich fan? The Dolly chicken sandwich or the Bob's hot chicken sandwich. Don't be just eating regular old fries. Upgrade, chili cheese, loaded baked potato fries, and don't forget about dessert. That's the reason you go. The Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake, or satisfy your sweet tooth with Big Boy funnel cake fries. Get to your local Big Boy today.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
How would you like to win a $100K Vegas getaway? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps.
Boy,
It's the
would I!
Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win. Register at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste. Look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself with Cintron.
Keeping it pushing here on a Friday. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Yes, right as we went on the air today, the Chicago Bears traded Chase Claypool to the Miami Dolphins for a pick swap. The Bears traded Chase Claypool in a 7th-round pick to the Dolphins for a 6th-round pick. That just lets you know the market for Chase Claypool. And DNC-ENT, Miami's going to turn Chase Claypool into a franchise wide receiver. They are not. There is no turning Chase Claypool into a franchise wide receiver. When's he going to play? Is he going to cut in front of Braxton Berrios? I'm not. Are you upset in that offense right now?
No.
I'm not. So, it's cute. It's funny. Whatever. Guy's a bum. Flat out. He won't be re-signing there. They're going to want no part of that guy.
And the Bears traded a 2nd-round pick for him.
Yes, they did. But, hey, they recognize it. They're moving on.
It's fair.
That's all they could get. That's all you can do. Old Jarhead. I actually tried Cintron. It's good. I liked it. So there you go. Go buy it in your local store. It's time to put the packages on the table, Lindsey. That's right. Lions nickel package on a Football Friday. Let go.
All right, first question of the Lions nickel package. Who will have more catches if he plays? Amon-Ra St. Brown, who missed practice again today, or Sam Laporta?
That Friday practice thing is big too. Missing practice on a Friday. I default. If you ask me that question about the Lions, the default answer is Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's always going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's a gold jacket loading as well. I don't have quite the conviction that I do with Penei Sewell, but I do believe when it's all said and done, because of the path of the numbers he's on, right? He's at Justin Jefferson levels right now in catches. I know that's not sexy because they're not 80-yard bombs, but they still count the same. And he is. Lindsey, he's a linchpin to the franchise. He's an anchor to this offense. If he's there, he's involved.
Oh, he's definitely going to be involved. But I think if he shows any signs that he is a little, hampered by a nagging injury or anything, and he might gut it out and play because he's that type of guy, I think Laporta he'll be used more if that happens.
Oh, sure, there's no question.
Yeah.
And I really think, too, I heard Jared Goff talking to the media, and they asked him about Laporta and Amon-Ra St. Brown and, security with receivers, and obviously Reynolds is his guy and stuff like that. And he talked about it, and he said it's building with Laporta.
Yeah.
So, everybody, it ain't there yet,
no.
but it can only get there through the battles.
Exactly. And that's when, guys especially young guys, that's when they prove their mettle to a quarterback, prove that they're worthy of when everybody looks covered, I'm not covered.
Right.
And that's what, Travis Kelce is in with the Chiefs. When everybody's covered, he'll throw that ball to Travis Kelce, and they have a connection where they know certain little nuances that they do when things are broken down, that he's always open. And everybody's like, oh, man, well, how does he keep getting open, dude?
Because he's always open.
He's always open.
Right? Because, again, Amon-Ra St. Brown pays the price off the field. And nobody ever talks about this, Lindsey. With certain dudes, we talked about the Aaron Rodgers thing to me with Tom Brady. And people would always say, I would say, no, Rodgers is about cooked, like it's about over. People say, oh, how can you say that? Brady played. Brady sold his soul for the game. Nutrition. And Lindsey, I've never asked you this before, but I'm willing to bet I know the answer. If you could go back to Lindsey Hunter in college, first couple years in the NBA, through the NBA, what's the one thing that you wish you could go back and change? I bet it would be selling your body, nutrition-wise, workout, like maximizing your body. Am I warm on that one?
Of course. We all would. And you know, it's crazy you say that, going down to the Pistons' new facility, seeing all the things that they have. I was walking around and I was like, dude, I'd have played 25 years.
Right.
With all this stuff they got in here. They got underwater cold tub whirlpools with the doggone treadmill, and I'm like, this is amazing. You know, so yeah, that's a big part of longevity and being able to do the things that Brady did. Hey, who's to say that Aaron Rodgers going into exile for a couple of
darkness retreat?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying though? Like it's not equal. It's not equal. And Andrew Schmidt says, hard work beats talent, not working hard. But part of working hard, Lindsey, and I still don't think to this day part of working hard is what you put in your body on a day-to-day basis.
Definitely.
That's part of it.
Yes, definitely.
So, I just think Amon-Ra St. Brown's built different like that.
Yeah.
So that's where I agree. Second down.
Next question of the Lions nickel package. Can the defense continue to stop the run like this?
You want to say yes. Like, I want to be in the good time band. I want to have fun and stuff like that.
You don't believe. You have doubts.
This is historic, though, what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing, though. And you know how sometimes a team will start the season super, super hot? They may not be, like, at the maximum level that they are now, but it's not going to drop off much. It's not going to be a giant drop off.
No, I'm not saying the bottom's going to fall out. It's like a trap door. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like this. And I always go back to what we talked about earlier in the week. The 2014 Lions had Ndamukong Suh, like an all-pro, no doubt anchor on the interior of the defensive line.
Right.
This Lions roster is deep. We've seen it. We've seen Benito Jones have a farm outfit on walking into the game and go out there and bust people up on the inside. We've seen Frank Kaminsky. We've seen it all. Aleem McNeil, all of it, like the interior. They have depth, no question. It's just they don't have that. And I'm not saying you have to have it to win. I'm just saying like that guy that's an all pro dude like Suh. That's the difference to me. Now I'm with you. We got to get over this. The trap door's going to fall, and they're going to go 300 yards to Carolina this weekend. No, I don't believe that. I'll be stunned if they get 100 yards.
All right.
So easy, guy.
Yeah, no. I'm the one who's saying they can keep this. They can maintain the level of play as far as not giving up, big rushing yards.
Right.
But I just feel some hesitancy in your approach to the question. You had a little like, I don't know.
Oh, I did say Frank Kaminsky, didn't I? I meant John Kaminsky.
I say that all the time, too.
Yeah. Hey, what do you want to do? Third
Frank
down.
the Tank.
Yep.
Frank the Tank. All right, third down, third question of the nickel package. Is Dan Campbell a top 10 coach in the NFL this season?
I say yes, but here's why. And I text you guys when this stuff happens. His grasp, he plays the meathead bit and everything like that, and he plays it well. But make no mistake, another reason the Lions are good, the grasp they have of time management. And I know Cat Spot's going to run to his thing. What about the going for the touchdown against Seattle, Neal? No, I'm not talking about that. The philosophical approach. But you know what? I take that back. There was a bit of that philosophical approach to that Seattle game. He wanted to make sure that Seattle did not get the football back. That was the main point because the defense couldn't stop them. And turning that around, they have become the masters. You've heard me talk about this before. What did the Patriots do incredibly well for 20 years? score in the last minute of the second quarter when they're getting the ball to start the second half.
Put major pressure on you by doing that.
It flips the entire game.
Yep.
Because you can be down 10 points in the second quarter. You get a field goal, you get to halftime, you get the ball, you get a touchdown to start, boom, you're winning.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it flips the game. And Lindsey, they have a firm grasp on that. That's my little thing that is a big thing.
No,
where are you at with it?
That's a huge thing because a lot of teams can't manufacture that. Like, that's hard to do. You have to be built to do that, and I think the Lions are. I think this year he's been a top 10 coach. Now, what happens the rest of the season, we'll see how high his trajectory is. But right now, no doubt he's top 10. I think that's a no-brainer.
I'm salty. If Goff's so good, why didn't he score a single point against New England last year? The same reason that Patrick Mahomes got his ass kicked in 2 road games last year. It happens. The same reason Lindsey Hunter lost a road game one time in Denver by 45 points.
Altitude. We blame it in altitude.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right, fourth down.
Fourth question of the nickel package. Should the Lions add a pass rusher?
Pass rushers are kind of like extra beers in the cooler at this point. Like, I'm never going to say no because you never know what's going to happen. But when you get around the bonfire, it's nice to have that security. No, you got another sixer in the. I'm speaking your language here.
Yes, you are.
Because it's not on your mind. You're not thinking about, hey, I got to pace myself here because we're almost out of beers.
No, I always got some in the cooler.
I always got some in the cooler. So, yeah, it'd be nice. But, Lindsey, I think, again, as this roster sits right now, where they are, how they look as a defensive line, defensive ends, I think they're cool right now.
Yes.
Now, that could change, but they're in a financial position where they could change with it.
I love where they are right now. Of course, Houston went out, so there's one guy that could really help now. Hopefully he'll be back, next year or whatever. But I'm cool with how they look now. They look aggressive. They look deep. They look physical. They have all the makings. They look the part right now, and they're starting to fulfill the look. I always say that when I see a team play, I watch the physicality of the defensive line and the linebackers. If you got that physicality and they're running from inline to inline and they can tackle and make things happen and put pressure on the quarterback, that's what I look for, and they have that. It kind of look like the 49ers.
Fifth down, everybody.
Fifth down, final question of the Lions nickel package. What do you expect out of J-Mo this week?
5 touches in some form or fashion.
Even if Amon-Ra doesn't play?
Maybe 6 then. Maybe 7. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's fair.
In some form or fashion, I expect 1 medium-sized play. Like 18-yard end around, something like that.
Yeah.
Some kind of impact. Now, I'm not going to, when he doesn't catch 9 balls for 180 yards and 3 touchdowns, I'm not going to run out here and say, oh, bust, he's a bust alert. Why is he letting off firecrackers?
Dude, you already know we got some haters in the wings waiting.
Typing right now. About that 20-second delay right now.
I told you J-Mo wasn't going to be. Sit down and relax.
Yeah, hey, you can relax with Woodward nights. Our guys Booner and Broder are out there for you from 8 to 10 o'clock every night on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. 2 up-and-coming Detroit sports personalities. They're putting out bangers, too, on the social medias. Booner and Broder, 8 to 10 on Woodward Sports. DNC ENT, bring Max home. So we moved on from bring Mike Evans home to now we're into Max Crosby, right?
Oh, my God. I would
bring him
my
home.
shorts if we brought Max Crosby home.
So officially, though, we moved on from Mike Evans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather have Max Crosby.
Okay.
All right.
I'll weather this storm, too.
And
that's
can
fine.
feel secure if you have Swiss Insurance, because do you have football on the brain? Fall ushers in college and professional football, and this year is going to be awesome. Make sure fall is the perfect time for you to shop your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network. They should be covering you too. Ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today at SwissINS.com or call 248-800-4177. That's 248-800-4177. Swiss Insurance.
yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Wondering where you can get the best Detroit sports wearables? That's pretty simple. Woodwardsports.com/shop. We got the whole lineup: baseball, basketball, football, hockey. There's a Woodward Sports golf line as well. The linchpin, the Stoke Not Scared t-shirt, the Jack Campbell Meat Missile shirt. It's all there for you. Woodwardsports.com/shop. The very best in Detroit sports wearables. Keeping it pushing, everybody. Hour number 2. Damn. Hour number 2.
Fly by.
Time flies when you got a big package.
That is true. That is true. It takes a lot of time to deal with a big package.
It does.
That's fair.
And we have a lot of big packages here on this show. It is a Big Package Friday. We're talking football like nobody else. Neal Rhul, Lindsey Hunter, Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter. Subscribe to the Big D Energy Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker. How many stars, Spenny?
5 stars.
5-star review on there. Get those algos pumping.
We gotta pump through this package to get back on time.
We do, as a matter of fact, huh?
We do. First question of the NFL nickel package.
I hate when the package gets squeezed like
too.
that.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
Well,
uncomfortable.
when they're so big, they can't always fit. So you gotta
try to like zip it up.
Yeah. All right, first question of the NFL nickel package. Are the Chiefs okay because they don't feel okay?
Like, you zip it up, and if you're somebody like Spenny that doesn't wear, boxers or any, could get rough. No, the Chiefs are not okay. It's just, at what point do you believe what you see, Lindsey? And I'm not saying I'm praying on their downfall.
I am.
I'm not saying that it's over. I'm not saying that. However, right here, right now, if you had to bet it all, would they be your first pick to win the Super Bowl? They're not mine. They're not mine.
Me either.
Would they be your second pick to win the Super Bowl?
No.
They're not mine.
Well,
They're not mine.
Here's the deal. Are they winning?
They're winning.
They're winning. They're winning how we talked about it. It doesn't
Lindsey, are they your first pick to win the Super Bowl?
They're never my first pick to win the Super Bowl.
Are they your second pick to win the Super Bowl?
Probably not.
That's my point.
But I wouldn't go past. They may be my third pick, right outside the first 2, and they may move up. It depends.
But they'll have to play better in order to get that status
but
with
all
you,
the
right?
top teams, nobody's really playing.
But Lindsey, it's the attrition, man.
Yeah, but look at the Philadelphia Eagles. Are they playing great right now?
They're winning. That's what I was told, right? They're winning.
Yeah, the Chiefs are winning. That's my point. The Chiefs, the Eagles.
Yeah, but the Eagles still look on brand, though. Like, they still look the part. And they've had some attrition defensively, and it showed. It certainly showed. But the Chiefs, man, offensively, losing those components on the offensive line, it's big, Lindsey.
No, it is.
It's big, and I think it's taken a toll.
But here's the thing, and we've seen this guy do it time and time again. If anybody can get past it, if anybody can do without, it's who? Patrick Mahomes. Boy.
No question. But I'm telling you, right here, right now, we're not doing this in October. We're not doing this in November, December. Right here, right now, if you gave me 2 picks to pick a Super Bowl winner, they ain't it. They ain't either one of them.
Who's your 2 picks?
49ers and the Eagles.
The thing I don't like people jinxing us. Like, everybody keep picking, the 49ers are the favorites. Stop doing that.
And I'm salty brings it up, and I want to bring it up. Eric Bieniemy. And this is a natural question.
Uh-oh.
But Lindsey, it's a natural question. Do they look sharp?
No.
Offensively?
They don't.
Do they look detailed?
No.
And I know that they got everything from Andy Reid. I get that.
That's what they say.
But with that being said, he ain't there, and they don't look the same. But I know Orlando Brown Jr. ain't there, and they don't look the same. I get that. Just keep an eye on it. That's Mike G says the Bills look dope. I'm not falling for the Bills thing yet. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
I'm not either.
All right, second now.
Is Brock Purdy good, or is it just the 49ers
Oh, here we
roster?
go with this.
Lindsey, I'll defer to you. Let everybody know.
I want to hear you guys' opinion first before I state my facts.
I like Brock Purdy. I think he's pretty good. He makes the right decision. He has good awareness in the pocket. He's shown that he's been able to make the throw. And this year, he's taken a step to where he's not taking as many hits. He's getting the ball out of bounds when the play isn't there. I like Brock Purdy. I think he's pretty good.
And I'll say the same thing, but more succinctly. He doesn't do dumb shit. You know, he doesn't throw the ball back across his body, rolling to the left, throw it to the right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He doesn't try to get too fine. He just drives the boat. That's it. That's all. Like, they gave him the keys to the Ferrari. He stays within the speed limit. He's not out there switching 3 lanes of traffic and stuff like that. He just drives it down the street, and it sounds cool, and it looks cool. I think that's a great endorsement. He can play. Like, he can play.
Okay. I just want to hear you say that because your ringing endorsement wasn't too ringing to me.
What are you talking about?
You were like, hey, they give him the keys to the Ferrari, and he just drives it down.
He just drives the Ferrari down the road,
no,
man.
No, you can't just drive a Ferrari down the road.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can, Lindsey.
No.
How else does it get down the road?
No, you're in a Ferrari.
I know that. It still looks cool when he pulls up to the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, people still look at it.
Yeah, but it's a Ferrari. You drive a Ferrari. You don't just cruise in a Ferrari. You want to cruise, go to a Cadillac.
But he has a Ferrari roster.
Exactly, and he's driving it.
He's driving the Ferrari. But he ain't top down throwing money out the window, yelling money ain't a thing. He ain't doing that.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Neal, who has the top QBR in the NFL right
but I'm saying he's not out there acting the fool. You know what I'm saying?
He's doing his thing, man. Here's the thing. Everybody talks about Brock Purdy. Oh, he's just a game manager. He doesn't do this. He doesn't have a big arm. He doesn't. Dude, his whole thing about his career was his accuracy. He was always accurate.
Right.
And it's getting better.
It's getting better, and I'm with you.
His back, he's thrown some of the best back shoulder throws I've seen in a long time. Like, they've been perfect. He threw into Ayuk into double coverage, and he dropped it in the breadbasket right outside the coverage.
Ransom, San Fran will be good as long as everyone stays healthy, but every year it's something. Right.
That's with everybody.
That is with everybody.
Like, dude, what are you
but
talking
only
about?
the 49ers end up with their running back playing quarterback out of the Wildcat in the NFC Championship game.
Here we go.
It happened. Don't be mad at me. I didn't do it.
Yeah, but you have to bring it up every single time. Like,
well, it did happen, Lindsey. I didn't make that up.
It did happen.
It did happen, man. All right, third down.
Are the Bengals cooked?
Yes.
They're casserole. Bengals casserole. They're done.
And look, I know that the way that we operate these days, and this will happen on Sunday when the Bengals win, if they do beat Arizona, they're back. Burrow's back, especially if they cook them. Burrow's back. You don't recover from that start. You don't recover. You don't recover in the AFC from that start. What do you got, BMG? No, let everybody know, man.
No,
we can't.
Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
I'll leave it to Spencer.
We really can't.
Spenny, what are we laughing about?
We really can't.
It's killing Neal. Neal wants to know.
We really
Would you like to share with the group?
No, we honestly can't. I'll tell you after the show.
All right, well then do your assignments.
I asked the questions.
It'll be recessed soon. All right, it'll be recessed soon. All right, fourth down.
Fourth down of the NFL nickel package. We got 1 minute to get this done. Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh God, it's killing Neal.
Yeah, it's killing other people too. Is the NFC the better conference?
Yes,
No doubt.
because they're top heavy.
Yeah, no doubt. It's an easy one.
I don't know how you, because what are you going to say, right? Like, the Niners and the Eagles are better than the Chiefs and the Bills. Hard stop. I believe that.
Yeah.
Then where are you going to go after that? You going to sell me on the Chargers, the Ravens,
Dolphins.
No.
Dolphins?
Although I do believe the Dolphins are for real, and I do believe the Ravens will be in the thick of
But the
things.
issue is only one team's going to win the division, then
No
the
doubt.
other one's going on the road in the playoffs.
No doubt. No doubt.
The Bills and the Dolphins are playing for the big stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that division.
They're probably going to go to Arrowhead.
Now, to be fair, I was told the Jets are going to win that division from a lot of people.
Well, that's when.
What?
Rodgers got hurt.
Stunner. Like, who didn't see that coming?
Nobody saw that coming.
Did I not sit here and tell you guys there's no way he finishes the season? Did I not say that?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure Neal did say that. That was like literally right before the Monday night game. So,
yeah. No, I didn't think he'd play 2 plays and be done. I thought he maybe
not to that extent, but you did call him missing
like a game and a half or something. You know, we got fifth down.
Fifth down. Final question: do you like the NFL playoff setup? Should the NFL do away with divisions?
And the reason that question gets asked, Lindsey, because the Dolphins or the Bills are going to probably be the 2 of the top 3 teams in the AFC, but one of them's got to go on the road for the playoffs. Do you like that or no? You're a player. You tell me.
Hey, man. The rules are the rules.
You guys don't give a shit ever, do you?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you don't like it, win the fucking division.
Exactly. What are you crying about? You do better. Be better.
Right.
The players, D-Mac, Lint, they all answer the same, don't they?
Yeah.
You control your destiny. If you don't win your division, you got to go on the road. Go on the fucking road and win a game.
Mitchell Larson, first time tapping in the show. I love it, guys. Mitchell, thanks for tapping in, man.
Thanks, Mitch.
I do appreciate that, absolutely. So, hey, second the Lions game is over, it's time for the Lions post-game show. Our own Maz will be up there popping the collar. Stick is in the house. Stick's getting married soon. It'll be mayhem. The Lions will be winning. We won't know how to act. Go to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Tap in directly after all Lions games. The weekly special guest as well. Look at Stick's beard, for Christ's sake.
Check it out.
It's like Juicy J's hair. Check it out. Rhul here for Planet Fitness. You know what it is. $1 down, $10 a month. Access to your home club. There's cool talking points and everything like that. The bottom line is this. I go there. I enjoy going there. I will never go to a different gym other than Planet Fitness. I've been there for 3 years. Stands to reason I am not going anywhere else. And I won't, because I like Planet Fitness, because they're everywhere. The gyms are clean. They have tons of equipment. And when you run for 11 miles on the treadmill, like we did this morning, doesn't matter. They have an army of treadmills. Now, granted, I won't be able to get up off this chair after the show's over, but Planet Fitness can't help me with that. Planet Fitness. Go to planetfitness.com. Join there. Pull in the parking lot. You can join there as well. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Do you have a rock climbing wall?
Nope.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports. Woodward and Main Street. The Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Outdoor Equipco, official equipment provider of Woodward Sports, Michigan-grown, family-owned, bad boy mowers, tractors, steel handhelds, and even weed whippers, Liberty trailers, Generac generators, Snow X plows, and salters. Outdoor Equipment Co. has it all. Buy it, rent it, 0% financing, delivery to your doorstep. OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul, Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Jump into there, get your thoughts out there, subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast. Hey, you're already there already. Click the like button, please. You're right there. Just go ahead and click it. It literally takes you like 3 seconds. Not even. Mike G. Maz looks like he's ready to throw hands at the bowling alley in that shirt for the Lions pregame show.
And get some lemon water afterwards.
Delivered. Hey, JB Smooth. This jar of candy corn, bring it over to my chair. Absolutely. Yes. Brandon Catspot. Neal has grossly underrated Buffalo. The Bills are clearly the best team in the NFL right now. How many times you got to see a lack of a running game? How many times you got to see it, Cats?
Dude, Cats just says stuff, man. Yeah.
How many times?
Cats just talking. Go eat your cat food.
How many times you got to see it?
Dude,
you can win a game like that. You can win a game the way that they do, but you can't win playoff games that way. It's been proven, and it'll continue to be proven. All right, we're going college football. I love talking college football. I love it. Let's go.
All right, college football. You want to do Big Ten or Big Ten first or regular first?
Might as well do the Big Ten because that's
Big Ten?
like one of the worst conferences. So.
All right, let's go.
It's true. First question of the Big Ten nickel package. Talia Tagovailoa is the Big Ten's leading passer in yards and touchdowns, but they don't have a chance versus Ohio State, right?
More than J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah.
That's not what I was told. No, they don't. They don't have a chance in hell against Ohio State. Save it. Save it in the chat. We see this every year, everybody. Who's their coach? Was it Loxley?
Yep.
Loxley's their coach. You know, when they play Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State, they lose by like 35 points a game on that. They get murdered by the good teams. Murdered. Like I said, the leaves were changing. I didn't even have to look at the schedule. As soon as I saw the leaves were changing, I knew Maryland was playing Ohio State soon. I felt it in my bones because it's that time of year. It's that time of year where you hear about Maryland, they get cooked by 40, and then you never hear about them again until they wash up at the Quick Lane Bowl.
Is this Tua kid a legit quarterback? Like, is he legit?
Good.
He's good, yeah.
He's a gamer.
He's good.
Will he get drafted in the late rounds of the draft?
I had heard before Quinn Ewers fell out with Alabama that Alabama had $1.5 million name, image, and likeness deal to get Tua's little brother to transfer to Texas. So, like, he's like that in the streets. Like, people do view him like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, is he an NFL guy? I don't know. You know, the size thing and stuff like that. He'll get a shot at an NFL roster, though.
Yeah, somebody will probably take him late.
Yeah, you know, he'll get a shot at an NFL roster. So, they do not have a shot, Lindsey, right?
No.
Okay, great
Not
talk.
a shot in the dark.
All right, second down.
Talia's pretty good. I like what he brings, but he is kind of small and he gets injured a lot.
And they get murdered by Michigan, Ohio State. Well, he's there.
That's
like
just the recruiting advantage and better players, the defense.
Right, but, you know, at some point, you got to, like, rise up and make it a game. Like, the closest I ever saw them was probably last year when they played at Michigan, right?
Yeah.
The second half of that game was pretty tight for a minute.
Yeah, I like Talia, though. Next up, next question of the Big Ten nickel package. Be honest. Is even one of you going to watch Nebraska, Illinois tonight?
You know what? I put that to the chat. This Big Ten country, right? Big Ten football, best conference in America.
What time is it? What time does that game come on?
8 o'clock or something like that?
No, I'm not watching it.
Are you watching? No, Big Ten's great conference, best football conference in America. I hear it every year.
Who says
Show
that?
me.
Who says that?
People say it. I don't say it.
BMG?
I've never said that. I have never said that.
Let's see. Jonathan Anton.
Not the Big Ten.
F no.
But Neal, to be
drinks.
fair, you always do watch random garbage college football games throughout the week.
What are you talking about?
He watches high-scoring offenses.
Yeah. Western Kentucky, La Tech yesterday, 35-28.
It's not always. It's not always like that.
He watches high scoring until it comes to Army.
Yeah, that's a high-scoring game, isn't it, Lindsey?
You guys better respect the triple option.
when they go to war, it tends to be pretty high scoring.
That's for sure.
I'm just saying. I'm Salty says, nah, I'd rather sleep. So which is it then, guys? Is a Big Ten one of the premier football conferences, or are you watching Nebraska, Illinois on national TV tonight?
Mason Leach says the Big Ten is clearly better than the SEC this year. He's dreaming.
You know what the off game you get in the SEC?
Florida.
Like this week,
Texas
week.
A&M.
Yeah, you have like Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Right.
You like that's the off game that you get,
and that's a good.
Tonight
game.
you get Illinois, Nebraska.
And am I watching that? 8 o'clock? No. Absolutely
Trash.
not.
You guys are lying. And well, you know what? You guys aren't lying because all of you said F no, I'm not watching that.
Sure.
So there you go. All right, next down.
Next down. We laugh at the Big Ten West. Do you realize that Wisconsin is 1-0 in Big Ten play, and they are alone in first place in the West?
I didn't even.
That's a follow-up. That's a follow-up to the previous question. They are 1-0, and they are alone in first place in the Big Ten West. Come get your conference, everybody. Come on. BMG, come on.
Yeah, that's brutal. I wasn't aware of that. I'm pulling that up right now.
You don't believe it, do you?
No. I got to see it with my own eyes.
Okay, I'll wait. I got nowhere to go. DNC ENT, it's football at night on TV. I'm watching. But there's got to be another choice.
There's got to be a better
There's
choice.
got to be something else out there.
I'd rather watch playoff baseball.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
Lindsey, they're 1-0 and they're alone in first place in October.
Hey, man, it's tough out there.
Come get your conference. Come get your conference. Brandon Katz for the last time. Neal's contradicting himself. Yesterday he was arguing Michigan would get in the playoffs with one loss. Now he's saying the Big Ten is trash. Both things are true, Katz. Just like Ohio State got into the playoff last year. They weren't the champions. Michigan and Ohio State will be there. They will be there. You know, Brandon, you should know. You were trained as a lawyer. You know the legalities of it all. They like viewership.
But he's not a lawyer, though.
They like viewership. Michigan, Ohio State bring viewership. So they're going. Doesn't matter if they're good or not. The people will watch. All right, next down.
Trained lawyer, not
someone
real
deleted
lawyer.
my cat's picture. Fucking Parker, I swear to God. All right.
Hold on. He says this is not last year. No, it's the exact same as last year. Because it's the exact same as every year. Okay, watch it play out.
All right, next question of the Big Ten nickel package. Does Michigan have a claim to be the #1 team in the country?
No.
No.
I saw one of the voters put Texas at #1.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Has shown
Texas
that
is back.
they have shown that they're legit.
Yeah,
But Michigan, although they're going to win their games, of course we know that, but they don't look like a clear-cut #1 team.
No, they don't. And we'll have more on that when we do the national. Wow, I'm impressed. The people are firing off here. No. Ninja Ginja, Michigan must win this season. Those schedules won't pan out. There is zero chance that a one-loss Michigan team will not be in the playoff. They're 2 in the country right now. How far are they going to fall? For real, how far are they going to fall? And they have the Ohio State game, which they have to sell at the end of the season. Why do I have to keep doing this, Spenny?
I don't know.
You got it, right? When I
did.
broke it down and you saw it play out, you were like, oh, he's right.
Damn it, Parker.
You got it. So
He really deleted that shit.
I'm surprised. I give the people a lot of credit. They're not on board with that. We got a 5th down?
Yes, we do.
All
Fifth
right.
down. Do you like the new Big Ten schedule set up for next year?
Do I like it if I'm a coach in the Big Ten? I do not. And Lindsey, you've coached in college basketball before.
Yeah.
You know this. You know where I get this from because I get it from you and I get it from college coaches and stuff like that. Your season is about 80% scheduling. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
I probably
right.
am putting that number too low.
Yeah, because when you have to travel across the country to play teams, that's tough. Especially for college football. That's tough to do. And you just have scheduling losses, and you can't afford because you don't play enough games and to have scheduled losses.
Yeah, and WeezyD313 says, I love it. Michigan finally will play meaningful games. And BMG, you copped to it yesterday. You said, look, I'd rather it just stay the way that it is now because we get in the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, the free walk is always nice, but I looked, obviously, at the schedule for next year, and I'm pretty sure a lot of those games, the tougher games, were home. But it's still going to be good football. It's going to be a tougher schedule, but now you got some tougher opponents. You got to go out there and prove it early on in the year, unlike years past.
Yeah. So if I'm a coach, if I'm an athletic director, I don't think that I like it because Ohio State has a very Michigan-esque schedule next year.
Ooh.
I peeped their schedule out. They've got the lighter side. Now that's going to rotate through and be easier and stuff like that, on and off. But Ohio State certainly gets the advantage of it, and I'm just cutting that off right now because I can already hear the crying about it, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure MSU has a pretty fair schedule for next year too.
Yeah,
they got a lot of stuff to take care of.
Yeah, obviously, but it's gonna help their cause.
Yeah.
Yes, Eric Brenner, Neal, the playoffs don't mean squat if Michigan can't win when it counts, and they've floundered the last 2 college football playoffs. But Eric, I've already been told that's enough. Get to the playoffs. That's enough. This year, the bar has moved a little, right? BMG, you said you have to win a playoff game this year, right?
Yeah.
And then that's okay.
Yes, you got to win a playoff game. There's
okay,
no
so
way.
you can win a playoff game and then lose a natty, and it's all good.
No, it's not all good.
No,
Neal.
it sounds like it's all good. Your tone sounds like it's all good.
They won a playoff game last year, right?
No.
They didn't win one last year?
No.
Oh, my fault.
Shut up, Lindsey.
I was told they were going to bring the Big Ten to the Big 12. And then the next thing I know, TCU had 280 yards rushing, and Quentin Johnson had 180 yards receiving. But I was told it was okay because JJ almost brought him back. Whereas I not told all these things. So it was okay. It was okay. Hey, when it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations. Over 60 brands of food. The lowest prices and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. Go to premierpetsupply.com.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
In time for football season, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. Unnecessary shot. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. So smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Check out online at www.gloriouscanna.com. Make sure you check out Glorious Cannabis.
Honolulu Blue, it's glorious. Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul and Lindsey Hunter and Mike Gentry and Spencer Raxter. Big Package Friday. We're talking all the football here today. We spin you around. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jump into that. Pa Proud says, Neal seems like the kind of guy I'd like to kick in the nuts, but I love listening to his show. I think we take that, right? Right?
Of course.
Kevin Hart likes me, right, BMG?
Oh, yes, he does.
Doesn't he?
Wait, what?
Listen to this. Kevin Hart gave me a ringing endorsement.
Finding it.
Yep.
Sorry. JB moved it around on me.
Why does everybody around here, why does everything get moved around for the final word? Let's just cut this shit. Why? 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 Spenny tries to pull up pictures, they're gone, final word. BMG tries to pull up drops, they're gone, final word. They got backups to the VMix, to the phone lines, to everything like that. Why? Why?
They just delete our shit and move it off the way.
I like Neal all around in general. He's just a good definition of a person. I like Neal all around in general. He's just a good definition of a person.
And Kevin Hart, I like you too.
Nice.
So there's that. So that's what it is. So yeah, they move everything around for the final word, but that's all right. Mike Bell says, you know what? It's not even a joke anymore. It's actually becoming pretty obvious.
It is.
The
Mike.
funniest jokes have,
It's fair.
parts of humor or parts of honesty in there. So, all right, hey, big package. We're dropping them on the table right now. I'm Salty says Kevin Hart is a great dude. Yeah, like we get along. We vibe like that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. All right, first question of the college football nickel package.
Yes, sir.
After the Tez Walker ruling, the NCAA finally awarded UNC receiver Tez Walker his eligibility after transferring. Should the NCAA do away with the transfer rules?
Yes. And here's Lindsey, I'm curious to get your take on it too, as a guy that was in college coaching. Yes. Why? The athletic director can transfer whenever he wants. The coach can transfer whenever he wants.
Everybody can transfer whenever they want, except certain sports. So I even found out. I think there's the transfer rule in like baseball and soccer is totally different than it is in football and basketball. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Totally different. So why do we have these stipulations on certain sports? Do we know?
I think I know. I think I know.
Right. So it's crazy for the NCAA to start making rulings on kids that transfer when they're the only group of athletes that can't transfer when they want to or have to. That's stupidity.
No, it absolutely is, and I'm with you. Like, again, all I want. Hey, and here's another thing too. They try to make student athletes like we want it to be the same as students. Well, okay, students can just pick up and go
anytime they want.
Anytime they want. So what's different? You say they're student athletes, right? So peace out.
Right.
If somebody else wants to give me, a scholarship or something different,
should be able to go.
I'm out.
Yep.
So I know that bothers some people. But they should be able to leave whenever they want, just the same way the coaches can, and the same way the athletic directors can. All right, second down.
Second down. Next question of the college football nickel package. Alabama and Texas A&M are both 4-1. Someone's season's over on Saturday. Who comes out alive?
I'll do the opposite end of that, Lindsey, and prepare yourselves for this from the national college football scene. Whoever wins that game is back. Especially if A&M wins. If A&M wins, they're back. And Jimbo Fisher's working. And if Bama wins, they're not dead yet.
Oh, of course.
Here comes Alabama.
Because I'm going to tell you, if Alabama has one loss at the end of the season,
they're in.
Nick Saban is going to get them in.
Just like Michigan.
Yep.
They're in, no matter what.
Yep.
So, the way that's going to work out. But I would say that, though, whoever loses, because if Bama loses, dead. They're dead. The program's dead. Saban's dead. Texas A&M, if they lose, get those checkbooks out, $70 million of buyout for Jimbo Fisher. You're going to hear that as well. It is a huge game. I'll tell you guys this, Spemo. I'm tapping into that game. That's the game I want to see Saturday.
Be a fun game to watch.
Because the stakes that are involved. You got two guys that make a ton of money coaching that team that their ass is on the line.
Yeah, I don't know if Nick Saban's is on the line.
But for the season it is.
Yeah, for the season.
And for the blowback, you know what I'm saying, and the media storm and everything that'll happen. I can't wait to watch that game. LFG, it's tough to trust Jimbo Fisher and DJ Durkin. That does seem like a bad spot to be in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Coque says Jimbo will fold. So there's not a lot of faith in Jimbo Fisher in the business community out there. All right, next down.
Next question of the college football nickel package. I just want all of you to be prepared. Whoever wins the Texas-Oklahoma game is back. Hook 'em horns.
Again, guys, this is going to be, I should deem this, and I bet this would work nationally. This Saturday is I'm Back Saturday. Because you're going to have a whole bunch of teams that are back, Lindsey. And Texas, Oklahoma, Whoever wins, Lindsey, they're back.
I got Texas in that one.
Hook 'em horns.
But if Oklahoma wins,
Yeah.
they're back.
Yeah. Texas is already back.
But if Oklahoma wins,
Yeah.
Oklahoma's back. You gonna tap into that one too?
Oh yeah.
It's a good Saturday.
It is a good Saturday.
I can't wait for it. Real Cream of Wheat says colleges have been raking in millions, if not billions, for certain schools without being checked. It's not going to change. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Mr. K Wells 54. When Michigan wins, Neal, are they back? No, they're not going anywhere.
Nobody said that they were gone,
yeah.
right? They're
just playing out their 8-week preseason.
Right. And then they'll go to the college playoffs and get beat like they normally do.
All right. Just for the record, that was Lindsey Hunter that said that. I'm going to get blamed for it. It's all come full circle. When I used to do talk radio with Drew Sharp, I could say whatever I wanted about the Big Ten, and they all blamed Drew all the time. They would read back my quote and yell at Drew.
Oh man.
And I wouldn't say no, I said that. No, I just let him cook. Hey. Now, Lindsey, you're enjoying that. It's come full circle for me. All right, next down.
Next question of the college football nickel package. Are you still buying Georgia? Bowers, you?
That guy's a beast.
He's a monster.
I think that there's a lot of Michigan qualities to Georgia right now, where we just don't know. You go to Auburn and win. I guess maybe that's got a little more juice than winning at Nebraska. But and Lindsey, I know where you're going to go with this.
Okay,
I know.
Okay.
I know where you're going to go. The difference with them is they've got 2 consecutive national titles.
Yes.
And I know that doesn't have any impact on this year. I know that, everybody. Calm down. However, it's shown that their program is just that way.
Right.
It is. And Brock Bowers, no one's talking about him. He may be the best college football player in America. Low key, Spenny. I'm curious to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
He may be.
He may be.
So, you know what I'm saying? I cut them a little more slack just on the basis that, they've
won 2 in a
row.
They're trying to get 3 in a row. That's historic. So, and for them, SEC teams always lose a ton of players to the NFL. They always do. Alabama, Georgia, Auburn, all those guys, they lose a ton of players in the NFL. For them to win 2 and to be trying to fight for a 3rd is amazing. So that's the big difference between them and like having any resemblance of a Michigan type of team.
3-on-3, Kurt says Georgia's schedule, like OSU, has a light schedule. So WTF does us having a light schedule matters. We go through this every year. Well, the difference is Georgia had Oklahoma on the schedule. Like, it was all set and ready to go. And then the SEC, when Oklahoma bolted, they said, no, we got to pull this game out. Georgia played Oregon last year and beat them 49-3.
Beat the brakes off them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Georgia does that every year. Clemson, look through their past. Clemson 1 year, Oregon 1 year. They play those mega games. And Oklahoma was going to be the mega game this year, but the SEC made them pull it. We got any more? Was that it?
Oh, yeah, last one.
Okay.
Who's your Heisman winner right now?
For me personally, as it sits right now, I would go Michael Penix, but I think in the end, Caleb Williams is going to win it.
I'm going Caleb Williams. I like Michael Penix. He's been good, but I think Caleb just
Don't they
watch
never
it.
do that, though?
Huh?
What's that?
Like, they never go back-to-back.
No, but this may be the time they do.
Yeah.
The
This could be.
He's clearly, and I'm hearing he's not coming out. So
He's going to see
stay in
who has the
school.
pick.
Well, yeah, smart.
Business moves.
Smart. No, that's smart because you don't want to go to a organization that's throwing quarterbacks in the garbage pail every year. You want to go somewhere that they can develop a quarterback, and that's smart on his part. We're looking at the Bears right now. Look what they've done to our guy over there. He's had 2 years of just looking awful, and now he's showing some signs of being a legit NFL quarterback. And they still are talking about, hey, we can draft a quarterback this year coming up. You don't want to be in that situation.
No, you don't. But I'll tell you the situation you do want to be in to kick off your Lions Sunday. Woodward and Maine. That's right, our very own Detroit Lions Insider Show. Twice a week, hosted by Gabby D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and of course Terry Foster. Sundays 8 to 9. Your Sundays begin and end with Woodward Sports Network. We're doing Lions football better than anyone. Tap in. And speaking of tapping in, I tapped into Hamlin Pub earlier this week, and you should too. You ever wanted to go to a bar where you're a regular? Well, that's the place, Hamlin Pub, where everyone that goes there is a regular. If you're enjoying half-off pizza on a Thursday, say, or game day specials that are available during all Michigan sports and NFL games, Hamlin Pub is the place. Visit the location today. Experience your new favorite pub for all things sports. It is Hamlin Pub.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Looking for a convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness.
You know it.
Now through October 13th, join for just $1 down, $10 a month. We've got over 2,400 locations with most open 24 hours. Join now to enjoy free fitness training and equipment for every workout. You belong in the judgment-free zone. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, October 13th.
Over 50 Metro Detroit locations.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Neal Rhul here for the Academy of Warren. Still time to enroll. Kindergarten through 8th grade that features AM/PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and K through 8 athletics in a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome with a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field that can be used for 7-on-7 football. Hurry up. Still time to enroll. Go to academyofwarren.net today. Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul and Lindsey Hunter, and Big Mike Gentry and Spencer Raxter as well. Remember, we had a get right yesterday. Denver Broncos -1.5. The word got out because the lines moved. Saw they're pushing 2.5 now. BMG, the streets know.
Once the get right's out,
it's out.
Changes everything.
It does. I
Gotta
had
get
it
it
down
early.
so cold I could change the line for every major bookmaker in America. You know, Spenny, they know.
You're right.
Whenever I bet, I could change
Streets
the odds
know.
for every bookmaker in the country. I'm serious. I had it down so cold.
I do. I absolutely do. All right, it's time to take... Oh, Chuck Brewer. Neal, we played Bama in Texas start the season one year under Brady Hoke. Ouch. Yeah, that didn't work out well. I think that was the last time. I saw it earlier in the chat. Michigan hasn't played a Power 5 in the out-of-conference schedule since 2019, since pre-COVID. But it's smart. When did their fortunes turn?
2019.
Well, after the COVID year.
After the COVID year.
After they tapped out of the Ohio State game. It's a good move, though.
That is a good move.
It was a good move. I'll never criticize it. All right, let's go to the Spenny Sportsbook.
All right, first one. Over under 35.5 receiving yards for Jameson Williams.
That's a good line.
It could be one catch.
Yeah, that's a very good line.
I'm going to go over on that.
Are you?
35? Yeah, I think he'll get over 35.
I'm a believer in JMO. You guys, and the battle lines have been drawn, so everybody knows where everybody is right now. Because for some reason, the Jameson Williams thing became a political debate. But here we are. I got to believe in my guy. He's going over.
I like it.
On one catch, he'll have a catch longer than 35.5 yards.
I like it too.
I like it. All right, next one. Over under 6.5 catches for Sam Laporta.
That's a lot.
Under.
I think that's Amon-Ra St. Brown dependent. If Amon-Ra plays, it's under. If he doesn't, it's way over.
Yeah, I'm going over. I think it's going to be over regardless because I don't think Amon-Ra is going to be 100%.
I need Amon-Ra to play so bad for my fantasy team.
Well, here's the deal, though. The good thing, when Amon-Ra's out there, he's out there.
Yeah.
Like, he's present.
Yeah.
He's involved. He plays. And if he's out there, that's what I say. He'll cut into Laporta's workload.
I already got Rashad White, Kenneth Walker, and Josh Palmer all on bye this week. I need Amon-Ra to play. But I had Curtis Samuel last night. He got me a touchdown.
You got you a tutty?
Yeah.
So, like 60 yards or something?
Yeah.
Typical.
16 points, something like that. So
yeah, you'll take it.
I'll take it for sure. But
Absolutely.
I'm starting Tyler Algier and Latavius Murray is my.
Man, you're down in the dirt. Everybody gets 1 week. Like I'm in the dirt too.
Yeah.
I think I'm running with Zeke Elliott in one league.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the dirt. Absolutely in the dirt.
It's tough for sure. But next, I'm 4-0 in that league though, so I can handle a loss. Next question on the Spenny Sportsbook: over under 10.5 first quarter points for the Lions.
You got me on the hook. I'm gonna say under. Here's what I notice when teams play inferior teams that they're better than. You notice how they tend to kick a lot more field goals. It just seems to work that way.
Remember I told you when the Lions played last night, you were like, "Oh, I'm not worried about that," but I was like, "Dude, they got to get that fixed. They can't be kicking field goals all the time, especially playing inferior competition."
They got it done at Lambeau.
Just telling you, mark my word.
Under 10.5. Under 10.5 in the first quarter.
I'm going under.
Under.
Wow, unanimous on the board. Where you at with it, Spenny?
I would go under.
Okay.
The hook. All right, next up, over under 95.5 rushing yards for David Montgomery.
I'm gonna go under.
Definitely under.
I have like a crazy parlay if people want it, like a lunchtime parlay. Here's what it is, and it's multi-legged. Number one, this is the weekend for Jahmyr Gibbs. They know it. Lindsey confirmed this earlier in the week. Teams are aware of what the talk is. And if they have the opportunity to silence the talk, guess what they'll do, Lindsey?
Like I said, they should do, right?
They'll silence the talk. Jahmyr Gibbs will get in the end zone this week. I think you can book that. He will get in the end zone. You want a wacky one? Give me Jahmyr Gibbs to score a touchdown. Give me Wyoming in the Wyoming game against Fresno State. And we're going to go back to, we're going to keep it in the Mountain West, go back to the roots. We're going to take Boise State over San Jose State. You want to bomb a little three-legger? I never do parlays. You guys know that.
Yeah.
They're stupid. I'm not telling you it's a get right. I'm telling you, take the lunch money. And maybe you can get you. Bet it all. No, we're not going to bet it all. We're not betting it all. I do not endorse you betting at all. Jahmyr Gibbs to score a tutty. Mike, can you run the numbers on that real quick? I know you got the sports book open.
Yep,
I know it'll take a minute, but yeah, I appreciate it. So
Jahmyr Gibbs anytime is plus 110 right now on DraftKings. I was checking around to try and find the receiving lines, and they got nothing up for the Lions on any sports book as far as receiving yards go.
Jahmyr Gibbs is getting in the end zone. Book it. Book it.
I expect him to get a lot of the touches if Amon-Ra St. Brown doesn't play out of the slot.
A lot of the catches?
Yeah.
All right, de facto. All right, next down.
A lot of snaps out of the slot for him. Next up, over under 4.5 sacks for the Lions on 5'4" Bryce Young.
4.5?
4.5.
I know the chat's going to load up and somebody in this room is going to load it. That's so much to ask,
4.5
man.
for the team on Bryce Young. They're going to be throwing the ball a lot.
I can't go there. I can't go 4. So I got to get 5 to get home?
Get 5 to get home.
I can't in good faith do that,
5.
Lindsey. I'm sorry. That's a lot, Lindsey.
That is a lot. Yeah, I can't do 5 because he runs. He scrambles a lot too.
Yeah, like
Bryce,
a little kid running from his parents in the backyard.
Running from the bully.
Yeah.
He runs around a lot, so I don't know if they'll be able to catch him 5 times either. Shit, he's running for his life every week.
BMG, you're a voice of reason. You going under on that?
I mean, they did it against Green Bay, so I don't know. It's what?
And against Atlanta.
Yeah, it's very possible. And I was trying to find it. They had a bet on that last week, which was like plus 1,600 or something that Booner ended up putting on it. I actually like it, honestly. I think at home fans are going to be into it. That defense is going to be buzzing. Bryce Young's not ready. I think they're going to get it 5 for sure.
Wow. Okay.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. I'm off it. All right. What do we got? Was it 4th down?
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
We didn't have any Russ.
No Russ. This is a
I'm just saying, like everybody was so down on Russ, man. Russ is on pace to have a good season.
Yeah, because his defense sucks, so he has to throw the ball 40 times a game.
Well, hey, if you're Russell Wilson and you're tired of your Lego action figure hair, where could you go to do something about it?
You could easily go to Lady Jane's because you can walk.
That was
hold
on. That was elite. That was an elite transition.
That was great. You can
He's
walk
good.
into any Lady
He's good.
Jane's for an award-winning haircut and register to win a trip of your dream. Expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime because it's wicked awesome.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Neal Rhul here for Feldman Chevrolet with over 18 locations. There's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Since 1996, yes, when Boys to Men was singing Cooley High Harmony, Feldman Automotive had been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience. It's called the Feldman Advantage. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi next Monday. As a matter of fact, Feldman Chevrolet will be there out in Novi.
And if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That is exactly what Mark White offers you. The minute-by-minute listing agreement by Mark White & Associates. Try Mark White's minute-to-minute listing agreement today. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
All right, final segment of the show on a Friday, a getaway Friday for the weekend. Let's clean up some of the WoodwardSports.com text thread messages. Jonathan, Anton, Neal, what do you think of the Kentucky-Georgia game? Georgia favored by 14.5. Lindsey, I'm curious to get your take on this because Georgia hears what we were talking about. Not us per se, but
Right.
It's the same words. Like, we don't know about Georgia. We have questions. We're skeptical. I think Kentucky is going to get Georgia's best game. At home, Saturday night, ... It's Kentucky. I know they're good. They've been a good program.
Yeah, Kentucky's pretty good.
Jonathan, it's a pass for me. Like, my gut says I want to take Kentucky. But I think you're going to get the best Georgia on Saturday. Whatever the best Georgia is,
Right.
I think you're going to get it
What's
on
the spread?
Saturday. 14.5.
Show us.
The Rose? It's a pass, Benny. Like, if you had to lean, what way would you lean?
I would lean Kentucky.
So would I.
Yeah.
I would lean Kentucky, but I'm scared.
Yeah, because I think Georgia's. I think they're gonna come out and smack them.
3 scores though. That's
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Maybe buy yourself the point.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm just. Now
It's
you're
still a lot.
now you're
It's-
talking about laying 2 touchdowns at minus money. Like, I'm not a point buyer. I'm not a parlay guy, and I'm not a point buyer. I don't roll that way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wouldn't.
BMG.
I wouldn't touch that one either. I was just saying for whoever that was that asked.
This one from Mason Leach. Neal, all you do is talk ish about your coworkers and talk ish about Michigan. Neal, you need to learn to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, who said that?
That was Mason Leach that said that.
Yeah.
All right, Mason, here. Welcome to the show.
I think that's Jeff's dad.
The hell with Mason Leach, man. Get him out of here.
That was a Jeff Iafrate burner for sure.
There's no question. That was created. That was created. Sorry, Mason. Sorry I don't live up to your expectations, Mason. Mason, here's the thing.
Screw you, Mason.
Now, Lindsey, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Life's not fair.
I'll put it to Mason. Just give me suggestions on how you feel I could be better.
Mason was the guy that tried to correct us with the score, and it was wrong, and he put the clown emoji. So this is strike 2 for Mason.
Right, Mason.
He's entering Rod territory.
Yep.
We remember. We don't forget.
People don't forget.
Yeah. And I'm Salty says he deserves his opinion, which is why I read it. I'm Salty. I'm just looking to get better. So if Mason has ideas as to how I can get better, feel free to let me know.
We don't give a damn about your ideas, Mason.
Well, remember.
How about that?
Mason, I don't talk ish about Michigan. I simply read from Google. Am I wrong? Spenny, am I wrong?
No.
Where have I ever talked bad about Michigan? That wasn't true.
I can't recall one.
Thank you. Yes.
Somebody said Mason's the blue He-Man. A version of Cats.
Big Simmy says, Neal, you can get better by letting Jeff know how much of a bozo he is. Spenny, he knows, right?
He was scared to come up here and arm wrestle you.
He didn't want that, did he?
No, we were bullying him in the chat.
We were bullying his ass.
And what he said, did he respond?
Yeah, he's like, I got a clip. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, don't worry. It would only last, an arm wrestling match between us would be very quick.
Dude, he wants no part of any type of physical nothing.
Eric Brenner, Neal keeps receipts. Guys, I'll tell you this. Nobody keeps receipts like I do.
That is fair.
Spen, you've heard me talk at station meetings.
Yep.
I keep receipts.
That is true.
Receipts are what keep me going. That's the way I'm built, man. So, what's the Let's Go Red Wings party? It might mess his hair up if he arm wrestled. That is true. Jeff is a diva.
Jeff, you got 4 minutes. I know you're not clipping anymore.
Yeah, that is fair.
Neal, are you happy to have Spenny back? Of course I'm happy to have Spenny back.
Happy to be back.
Yeah, we missed
Danny
Mister.
Rester.
No, I appreciate Parker for filling in for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, we're doing it. Lindsey, what's a weekend look like, bro?
Oh, that was my dad that asked that?
Yeah.
He's probably happy I'm gone.
He's like, good, because don't come home.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Neal keeps receipts like the IRS is after him. That's one and the same. I do keep a lot of physical receipts, too.
Yeah.
You got to be better with that, Spenmo.
Yeah.
I got to peep you onto that game,
I hate the IRS.
Zali 3035. A pissed Michigan team will smash any team this year.
Yeah.
You got to show us.
Show us.
And you don't get a chance to show us until the middle of November.
They weren't pissed last year?
Show us. Would Penn State be a big win?
What's that?
Not to Neal.
Penn State's a big win, right?
No.
They're favored in the game.
Well, it's still a big win.
They're a field goal favorite on the
They're a
road.
top 10 team.
I'm just going by what I'm told. They're expected to win the football. Again, that's not me expecting them to win the football game. People that put their money down on it are expecting it.
That's fair. I mean, I expect them to win, but it'd still be a good win. That's a good win. It's a top 10 team.
You know what Penn State is? They're like a good Maryland.
No.
Yes, they are. They're like a better Maryland. You hear about it. Penn State is Maryland. Their stuff comes to an end about 2 to 3 weeks after Maryland stuff comes to an end. They're literally the same. Tell me the big win. Tell me the big Penn State win ever.
I don't know.
See, like BMG's like
my sound just went. I'm good.
Yeah, he's got that look on his face, but he can't answer the question.
Good win. That's a good win.
Tell me, BMG.
Penn State has some good wins, and it's going to be a big win this year. You can't say that a team that's ranked every friggin' year is not going to be a big win just because it suits your narrative. Hate Michigan.
Jack Carrington. No, Penn State's not a big win. James Franklin is a choke artist.
I will that James sucks, but it's a joke. But Penn State's still a big win.
It's a very fine Big Ten win.
When the last time Penn State really been really good?
Never.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I know. I hear it every year, Spenny. Penn State this year. The whiteout this year. James Franklin this year. They are cool. That's part of what I like about college football. Virginia Tech's entrance is cool. Guess what? They suck.
Daniel said Penn State are the Chargers. That's pretty good.
They're the college Chargers.
Yeah.
Penn State is. That's it.
All right.
Lindsey, appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you guys.
You with us Monday at Feldman?
Yes, sir.
All right, there it is. We'll run it back.
Ryan, our guy Ryan, tough pick yesterday. He's 0-1 already.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
he took the Commanders, didn't he?
Yeah.
Never had a chance.
Never did.
Good for him.
Hey, the get right, everybody. The Denver Broncos. I gave you the parlay too. Boise State, and I hate to do it, but this is where we are. Wyoming and Jahmyr Gibbs to get a touchdown. We never got a price on it. I imagine it'd be about 3.5, 4 to 1.
Yeah, way to go, Gentry.
Thanks, Gentry. Appreciate your contributions. All right, everybody. Thanks for tapping in. We'll talk to you on Monday. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.